was a guy that I know that contacted me earlier this season wanting to do work together. He actually was my supplier this year for my plants. And he just didn't stick to his word a lot. There's 3 jobs that he asked me to help on, and it ended up him being the night before canceling on me. So there was like a week and a half of just wasted time, and it was easily over $2,000 in just, expenses that I calculated, and I'm sure it's a lot more.
Yeah.
How do you go about, trying to reduce, situations like this with like subcontractors? Because I would identify them as a, subcontractor.
Okay. So like are you saying like you would have like a job lined up and he would want to help you, or he had a job lined up?
Oh, no. Yeah, he had jobs lined up, and he would contact me to help him because I had the equipment to do it.
Okay.
And then he would just cancel the night before, and then those days would just be a bust.
Gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha. So I'll have to just help you in a way where I'm not experienced with. So like for us, we've never used a subcontractor. Okay, like if someone asks us, "Hey, can you help us like do a job?" We've really never done it as long as I can remember. We might have done it a couple of years, but for sure the last like 4 years, like we've never, if someone has, "Hey, I got this landscape job, can you help me do it?" Well, first of all, we're not in your situation because you have like equipment. It sounds like we don't have like a skid steer. We do simple jobs. So people really aren't asking us to come and help them with a job unless it's like some, "Hey, can you help bring your guys over here?" and I'll pay them by the man hour. So I can't really, we don't do subcontracts. We don't do it for like snow. People ask us all the time, "Hey, why don't you like subcontract these snow out?" Well, I don't want to deal with that. For me, I don't want to deal with another subcontractor at 2 a.m. not showing up to shovel this guy's snow. So we just don't do it. With that, I mean, you have to really consider, I mean, did he do that? Was this the only guy who did it, or was there multiple guys that did it?
No, there was another guy that did it, and I'm just kind of tempted to just like not have subcontractors at all, because I know some of the people I watch on YouTube will, preach it, have other people do the jobs for you and, make profit off of it. But it's just been hectic for me.
Man. I mean, so I feel like even now, in my mind, me just thinking about, hey, if I had this, like, okay, we were going to when I took over 3 years ago, this is kind of like, it's not really, but it's like a situation. 3 years ago, we had these jobs. This person hired us to do like 40 lawns out in an area where we didn't go. Like we did it 4 years ago, but moving forward, we weren't going to go to this area. So we thought, hey, it'd be a good idea to hire somebody to do these yards. We pay them, let's just say $25 a yard. We make $5 per yard because we're charging them $30. And then the more I got closer to it, the more the idea did not sound good, and the subcontracting just didn't sound good, and so we just stopped. We just didn't. We just dropped them. And I really think you could do whatever you want. And the YouTube guys, they're big, and they got it. They seems like they got it under control. So like they're farther along, and maybe when I get far along, I'll have a different opinion. But having to deal with a subcontractor, I would advise you, don't do it. Like, don't worry about it, because from what you're telling me, the only experience you've had, at least, well, most of the experience you've had, it's been negative. And maybe that's not true. Maybe you've had good experiences, last year. But, if something is negative 50% of the time, like, why do it? Like, are you actually making money? And if you did make money on the good experiences, you're losing money on the other bad experience. So it's like even out. It's kind of like a waste of time. So I would just go away from it and go get your own jobs, like that's what I would do. If you focused all that energy on getting your own jobs, you're going to make more money in the long run.
Okay. Yeah, that makes total sense.